So I guess I can finally talk about this. um, I listen to the radio at night and I wake up in the middle of the night and the news is on, usually like every 30 minutes. And I've been listening to they usually give an update on the Turkey earthquake and how many people died. And the last count when I just woke up was 43,000 people died. And that's kind of where I'm at. I think I just said this, but I think I can finally talk about this. I don't know, it's hard, but so it started on the 2nd. I know the exact time too, because my stomach started hurting. It was probably like 1:30 in the afternoon, and I started feeling it on Groundhog Day, and like I said, my stomach started hurting, and I went home and I was off the next day. It was Friday, and that's really when it started, my anxiety. And I'm not gonna tell you how I feel or how I felt or how I feel when I'm having my anxiety, but that's when it started. I called out of work, and I couldn't do it. And that was Saturday, and I think that was the 5th. And then the 6th, which was Sunday, is when the earthquake happened. And but anyway, I believe that my anxiety was from the earthquake. And like I've stated before in some other videos about before a mass shooting, sometimes I'll get anxiety. But this, and the reason I believe it to be connected and be on the same thing, is the fact of I can't explain it. I just know it happens. But that same feeling, except massively worse, that I get before mass shooting sometimes. It was on a scale of 1 to 10, it was 10 billion. And like I said, I can't explain how I felt, but I believe it's kind of the same thing. And as a critical thinking person and trying to figure things out, and just kind of looking at things. I just went to the doctors last month, so everything was good. So I don't think there's anything. And something like this happened last year, but I think there was another reason. That was something physical. I'm pretty sure of that. But it's like I said, it was almost the same thing as what happened last year, but it was monumentally worse. And it's hard to explain, but I feel like whatever it is, has to do with either. I said I wasn't going to get into it like this, but it either has something to do with the fact that all those people perished, or it has something to do with the magnetic field of the earth with the earthquakes. Because the thing about this earthquake is that it was an initial earthquake. It was an earthquake, and then they said another earthquake. But usually after there's an earthquake, they call it an aftershock. So I don't know, and they're both about the same. But anyway, like I said, I think that it has something to do with that. I don't know, like I don't know where to look. I don't like looking and trying to, especially when this stuff is going on. Like I don't want to hear anything. I don't like nothing. Just stay away. That's how I feel. But it's hard to explain. But the thing about it is, here's the thing. I know a lot of this sounds crazy, and that's fine. And it's hard to talk about this stuff. I don't even really go on the internet and look. Sometimes I just kind of and talk about it. I don't really talk about it to anybody. I mean, I say things to people, and I know sometimes it's like woo, and I understand. I don't hold it against anybody. But here's the thing. This is something that is crazy. I was watching something, and depending on how you feel, what you believe in, but as an animal, this lady was saying something about because there was a lady talking. She was like Dr. Doolittle talking to animals, and it was a scientific lady, and she was saying something about like what it could be is that intuition was from when we were needed it back in the day when we were hunting bananas, what I mean, like trying to survive, being a survivor and trying to survive. So, and animals have that, dogs, y'all know dogs and cats and all that stuff. See, and she was saying that that's how she can communicate is that instinctive thing that we lost a long time ago, because now we got our phones and Facebook and Google, Twitter, whatever. Now we got that. We don't pay attention to these things. We pay attention to what's going on with the Chinese weather balloons. We don't look at that, and we don't focus on these things. So these things can be going on with everybody, and they don't pay attention to themselves. They don't pay attention to nothing. They're just like, oh man, I got a stomach ache, and then they don't. They're playing Candy Crush Saga, and they're like, oh, my stomach hurts. Candy Crush Saga. Oh, my stomach hurts, and then over here on the news it's like earthquake. And it's like so. That could be what it is, and I think could be a lot of people out there that have these things going on and they're not really paying attention. So it's just the way it is. It's just kind of, but so that's just kind of my feelings on that. So yeah, like I said, pay attention. You don't know what's going on. I mean, you might know, you just don't know. But if you don't know. Anyway, thank you. Have a good day.